Pepe coin holders, I've got a video for you guys. The market is in shambles. Are we going to see this continue to break down? Are we going to continue to see Pepe break down, the traditional market break down, all these tariffs? Man, I'm so sick and tired of hearing the word tariff. But boy, oh boy, that is what is driving these markets right now. We're going to be talking about that. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, hit that bell, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop this video. All right, guys, so we're going to start off here on crypto Twitter. Follow me, 333 Blacksea. I say be patient. I post a picture of we still talk about you. Because, man, we are waiting for some green candles, guys. It's been quite a bumpy ride for the past couple months, and now we're finally getting into this heated sell-off. And we're coming on very important price levels. I think that we should be expecting some relief soon, but if the traditional market is continuing to hit us and hit us and hit us, and it feels like anytime we get any sort of relief in the traditional market, we get smacked with more tariffs, and all of a sudden it brings everything down with it. When we're looking at Pepe right now, we have broken below the very, very important support level, guys. I said, if we broke below this, pay attention to 5 zeros, 64381. And guys, well, we're breaking below it, and I do think that we're probably going to see this continue to break down unless, there's a big unless we see these tariffs get digested, or if we can just go like a day without hearing about new tariffs, we'll probably catch a little bit of a bid. But right now, guys, man, it is putting big pressure on the market. Big pressure on Pepe. Big pressure on the traditional market. And guys, when the traditional market's breaking down and it's feeling uncertain, guys, risk on assets are going to get punished. And that's what we're seeing play out right now. I'm short a lot of altcoins as a hedge. It's been paying off. It's been protecting me. If you guys do want to take advantage of this volatility, check out in the description box below or pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin. All you do is click that link, deposit, trade a little bit, you get a bunch of free money. And guys, I would say take advantage of this volatility because boy, it is a lot of volatility. We are swinging around, but guys, I would say be very, very careful if you are going to leverage, because right now, you don't even really need to use leverage. Like I'm using like 2x, 3x leverage, very, very minimal, because these swings are very, very snappy as over the past week or so. Looking at Pepe right now, we're sitting at rank 32, down 21% in the past 7 days, down 7.39% in the past 24 hours. Big sell-offs here, guys. Big sell-offs. We're sitting at $2.5 billion market cap. All-time high this cycle was basically a $13 billion, I believe. But if we want to measure from the top to where we are right now, we are talking about. Let's get a little bit closer in here. Let's get a more accurate drawdown. We are talking about a nearly 80% drawdown from all-time highs, guys. It is a big sell-off. But guys, I will say, looking at Pepe here on the daily time frame, it does look like the money flow is trying to curl up here. We're not at extremes right now. But guys, it really depends on what this traditional market does. You look at this entire market right now, Bitcoin is trading at 75,000, almost at our key level. We'll take a look at that shortly. Ethereum at $1,400, guys. Wow. I'm always flabbergasted when I see Ethereum just at this level. But guys, Ethereum really to me is an indicator of altcoin season. And the lower Ethereum goes, it's just a good way to put it is like an indicator for risk on assets. When Ethereum is breaking down, alts are breaking down. When Ethereum is rallying, you see alts flying to the moon. And right now, also Bitcoin dominance nearly at 65%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're at 64.45%. But guys, so let's look at this, okay? Let's look at Bitcoin right now. I want to show you a different chart, actually. Let's look at the Bitcoin halving chart here. That's the S&P 500. I want to show you guys what I am looking at here. So, here we go. We are coming very, very close to 73,640. Very important price level. I do want to say, any day now, we can see the traditional market catch a bid and we bottom out on Bitcoin, okay? But also, that doesn't have to happen right now. It doesn't. If it doesn't happen soon and we break below $73,000 on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, it starts to paint a different picture. And it starts to open up doors to, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but 51,000. Like, that is possible. Worst case scenario. If the market structure is intact, if we don't go into a depressionary period, not a recessionary, but like a depressionary period, I think that if we do break below 73K on the daily, weekly time frame, that means we're probably in a recessionary period for a 6 to 18 month window on the traditional market. And that means that probably the macro cycle top is in for this cycle on Bitcoin, if you believe in the 4-year cycle. But as of right now, guys, I am starting to lean towards, hey, we're coming really, really close to this being the top of the cycle. But I'm not going to say that's for sure until the fat lady sings, guys. I will say that this is very possible, or we wick below 73K and bounce back up and go to new all-time highs by the end of the year. That's possible. But if we start to close below 73,000, this blue line on daily, weekly time frame, that possibility and probability of that happening becomes less and less likely. And you look at the weekly time frame, it is very bearish. It is very, very bearish. It looks like we still want to continue to break down here. Let's talk about the traditional market, because this is very, very important if you're a Pepe coin bull and you are trying to buy the dip. We've broken below a very, very important support level of 5,000. I've been talking about this level for a while. We came and touched it. Can we go lower? Yes, we can go lower. We came and we hit 4,800, mind-blowing. Basically, where last time that was a level of before we broke down into the escapade of raising rates, okay? When the Fed started raising rates, we went into a little bear market for, how long was this? This was until we like broke structure, let's say for 567 days before we got to our new high. Let's say from high to low. It took us about 286 days, okay? Some of that can play out. It can, but this is a little bit different. I think that we're probably going to see quantitative easing come in sooner than people expect now. And all this takes is for the tariffs to go away to literally do something like this. That is very possible. And that's why, guys, what am I doing right now? I am buying this dip. I'm buying this dip aggressively, okay? Not Bitcoin, not yet. Not yet. I am buying Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin every day, but I'm not aggressively. I'm aggressively buying equities right now because, guys, equities always go back up. Bitcoin always goes back up if history repeats itself. But I think that we can probably get a better deal on Bitcoin in the coming weeks. But I will say, if we don't break below 73K, then I think that is near the bottom. I think that the bottom is close if we do not break below 73K. And what does that mean for Pepe? Well, two different things. If we break below 73,000 on Bitcoin, see weekly candle closures below 73K, we see the S&P 500 closing below 5,000 on daily time frames, then Pepe also probably breaks down below a very important level of 5044881. And then we can probably break down for a while. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, but I do want to say, I want to go back to it. This will happen again. We will see green candles. The people that stick around right now that are buying these dips will be rewarded. Am I buying Pepe right now? No, I'm not. If we break down below that yellow line and we go into a recessionary period, yeah, I'm going to be buying some Pepe when I think that the time is right. And I do think that will be the beginning if we do break below. But I do think that there's a chance that we pivot. If we do not close below that yellow line, there's a good chance that we're close to the bottom. So I know I'm giving a couple different scenarios here. Really, main takeaway, keep your eye on the yellow line on Pepe. Keep your eye on 5,000 for the S&P 500 and keep your eyes very, very close to $73,000 on Bitcoin. If we're not closing below 73K, then we're probably close to bottoming. If we close below 73K, things can get a little bit ugly, guys. I have to be honest. I'm being transparent with you guys. But regardless, dips are for buying. If you have high conviction in something and you see the price lower, that's on sale, baby. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'll see you next one, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Bye-bye.